Italy, and this is one of the greatest stadiums for me, the Stadio Luigi Ferraris, picked out by the floodlights in the seaport of Genoa tonight. Great atmosphere during the playing of the two national anthems. This ground holds 36,000. It's not quite full, but there's an excellent atmosphere here, and it's a chance, Taylor, for the United States team to make a bit of a statement. They've been to France and put in a respectful performance, lost the game 1-0. They lost in Belgium 1-0. Those were decent performances. Can they go one better than that here? It's a long shot, isn't it?
It's a long shot, but isn't that the goal? You go to France, you play in Paris, you play Belgium, in Brussels, and this is a good test for the players to see what they learned from those experiences, move on, but they got their hands full tonight.
There's Michael Bradley.
Loved it, New Jersey.
Yeah. He played here 2 weeks ago and got booked, and that booking earned him a suspension at the weekend, so he'll be plenty fresh for this game, re-established in the starting lineup. It's only the second time he's started for Jurgen Klinsmann.
Yeah, but you saw the effect of Michael Bradley against Slovenia in November. His just smart positioning, the understanding when to play the short ball and getting forward, helping the attack going forward. Michael Bradley's got to be big tonight.
And so will Tim Howard. He might be busy. The goalkeeper winning his 73rd cap. He'll be 33 next Tuesday. What a fantastic goalkeeper he's been for the United States. Jurgen Klinsmann ranks him in the top 5. And this fellow really needs no introduction. Gigi Buffon, who's been around so long that Alexi Lalas was playing in these parts when he started.
I'm going to take the brunt of that when I get home to the States. Thanks, Ian.
He breaks Dino Zoff's Italian goalkeeping record, by the way, tonight with his 113th cap, Buffon. Italy not wearing their Azzurri blue in an all-white outfit tonight. The pitch here in Genoa has been relayed in the last few days as well, but we watched the training on it last night. Seemed to be okay.
Seemed fine. There are some soft spots, particularly in the 18-yard box. Nothing too bad.
And it's Italy who get us underway here. An early touch for the left-back Crescito. It's Ogbonna playing it back to the goalkeeper. He's winning only his 2nd cap and plays in the 2nd division for Torino, one of the new players being looked at by Cesare Prandelli, the coach, who did great things with Fiorentina and has started very well with Italy as well. This is Barzali. Maurice Edu. Edu and Boccanegra, of course, with Rangers, all the financial turmoil going on there. Now then, Matri with a chance almost straight away. Bit of a mix-up there. And the United States defence, that was a nervy moment.
Yeah, Clarence Goodson has to be aware that Matri, the moment that ball's turned over, Pirlo and Nocerino got knocked it over the top.
It really was a fine ball as well. He's making his first start up front for Italy. Alessandro Matri scored a 83rd minute equaliser in the big top of the table game here at the weekend for Juventus against AC Milan, a game which was cloaked in controversy. Just wonder what approach the Italians will have to this. It's getting very close to the European Championships now, and a lot of these players will be looking to make a point. They want to make sure of their place in the squad.
Yeah, a lot of players are coming in here like Giovinco, like Matri up front. When there's a lot of injuries, there's opportunities for players to make a name for themselves.
Of course, the USA agenda is the World Cup qualifiers, which start in June. They're going to be against Antigua and Barbuda. Now here's Breck Shea, pulled into the squad late. Dempsey. Fabian Johnson, by the way, being used in the left-back position tonight with Timmy Chandler injured. He has been playing there the last 4 games in the Bundesliga for Hoffenheim, so it's not a completely unfamiliar role. But that is a change. Here's Matri. He's got his own fan club here tonight. Big night for him, that's for certain. As Giovinco will find little pockets of space, wearing that famous number 10 shirt worn in the past by the likes of Gianfranco Zola and Roberto Baggio and Francesco Totti.
A couple good players.
Yes. They've had a few down the years, more than a few. 4 times champions of the world. Italy in 1940, 34, 38, 82, and in 2006. In fact, Pirlo and Buffon were part of that World Cup winning squad, both playing tonight. Maggio, Nocerino to knock it inside. Morta, Maggio again, it's a good passing movement. Big job for Bradley and Edu sitting in front of that back four to track the runners.
And even Fabian Johnson's first start at left back, it's going to be very curious to see the understanding with him and Breck Shea, particularly when Maggio's overlapping down the right-hand side.
It's going to be up to Shea as well, isn't it, Taylor, to make sure that Maggio is kept occupied with the defensive part of his job.
100%, Ian. If Breck Shea's getting in behind, it's keeping Maggio on his heels.
Here he is, the player they call the architect, Andrea Pirlo, with his first involvement. What the United States definitely don't need is a morale-sapping heavy defeat. Hasn't happened at all yet in the Klinsmann era. Maggio loves to break forward down that side. Oh, Motta's shot was blocked by the legs of Howard. Pirlo. They look dangerous, Italy, here.
They look dangerous indeed, particularly down this right-hand side. Maggio getting forward. But Edu and Bradley got to keep an eye out for Motta coming in late. Big save from Tim Howard. Great reaction, but that late run coming into the box is a problem.
Tim Howard, important he got something in the way of that. Not sure he knew too much about it, but he got his legs in the way of Motta's shot. Barzali has made a comeback in the last few months to the Italian fold after 3 years away from the squad. Well, they're quite happy to play the passing game in their own penalty area. You won't see that in the schoolboys and girls coaching manual. Marchisio tried to make a run in behind from midfield there. Goodson was the player who cut it out. Jürgen Klinsmann said to us last night, talking to us, this game will be a reality check. I want to take the players out of their comfort zone, test them in this kind of hostile environment against a class side.
Good spot from Michael Bradley, clogging up passing lanes, getting out of a tight spot, releasing pressure.
There's the dependable Steve Cherundolo, who plays his football at Hanover and has for 14 years. Ten of the 11 United States players tonight are European-based. The exception is Breck Shea, who's the only player to play in every game so far for Jürgen Klinsmann, FC Dallas man. Edu to Altidore. Now Danny Williams is restored to the starting lineup tonight. Williams once again. Just cut out by Barzali. It's worth reiterating that Italy did not concede a single goal at home all the way through their European Championship qualifying group. And that group included a game here against Serbia, which was abandoned after 6 minutes because of riots among the Serbian fans. Italy were awarded a 3-0 win by UEFA. Shea, nice passing here from the United States. They looked very sharp, I thought, in training last night. Of course, training's one thing, the match is another. Good intensity. There's Cherundolo again, back to the Hoffenheim player, Danny Williams. Dempsey nicely worked on that right-hand side. Cherundolo, it's a great move. Out to Bradley on the edge of the box. Terrific football from the United States there.
Yeah, good combination play. Steve Cherundolo's got to have a hit. Good layback from Clint Dempsey. This is a good run. Just whip this far post. Josie Breck Shea knocking on the door. Good combination play from Danny Williams and Clint Dempsey.
He worked that nicely down the right-hand side. Very long from Bradley. Brett Shea. Not the header back in that was required, really. Giovinco's pulled into space here. The ball not quite accurate enough for him. They're going to have to watch that, the defence, because runners are coming from midfield from all over the place.
Amen, Ian. That's the counter-attack that you're talking about with Giovinco, knowing that he can get in behind on that quick counter.
Here he is now. Giovinco lost his balance at the key moment, and there was an air shot from him when it seemed he might just dink that into the back of the net.
No, and you look at Tim Howard right now talking to Carlos Bocanegra. They got to have their heads up. Giovinco just having a little understanding, timing that run. Smart play from Tim Howard coming out, playing as a fit defender.
Giovinco, nicknamed Atom Ant after the Hanna-Barbera cartoon character. He's only 5 feet 4.5 inches tall. He's getting a lot of publicity. Plays for Parma.
One, two. Yeah.
Jurgen Klinsmann was making the point, wasn't he, about how quick the players think at this more exalted level of the powerhouse teams.
Yeah, he talked a lot yesterday, Ian, about that, thinking 2 passes ahead, not just what's the next play.
Nicely done. Fabian Johnson. In towards Dempsey. Shea! Well, it was a hint of a chance, wasn't it?
It's a good chance. And Fabian Johnson can come forward. Good overlapping run. Little hesitation from Clint Dempsey and Brett Shea knocking on the door. U.S. is having success with Fabian Johnson overlapping down this left-hand side.
Well, you wonder there, Jurgen Klinsmann, who actually played on this ground not many times for Sampdoria towards the end of his career. Both Sampdoria and Genoa play here. Maggio, there he is on another overlap. It's well defended by the skipper, Carlos Bocanegra. But Maggio loves to do that at times. He's almost like a right winger, as Arsenal found out when AC Milan trounced them recently.
He's coming forward at ease. There's got to be better communication between Brett Shea and Fabian Johnson.
Napoli playing Maggio. Pirlo. Hammered out of harm's way. But not out of play by Dempsey. And still, the United States, unbelievably almost, have not got Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan on the same pitch in the Jurgen Klinsmann era. This is the 8th consecutive game Landon Donovan has missed. The quote from Jurgen Klinsmann is, "It is what it is. I've moved on. We're moving on."
It's unfortunate for both parties, and I'm sure Landon's frustrated as well.
He's out with bronchitis for this game. And here is Dempsey.
Well done, Josie.
You can hear Coach Jurgen Klinsmann on the side. That's what he wants Josie out the door to do. Big, strong target play, hold the ball up.
There's no doubt there that Barzali had hold of Altidor's shirt. Defenders seem to get away with that kind of thing.
It's a tough job being up front by yourself, but it's the little things that matter so much more. Holding the ball up, allowing Clint Dempsey, Danny Williams, Brett Shea to get forward.
This is Marchisio, one of 5 Juventus players in the Italian side. Giovinco. Crescito breaking.